this is your standard Minecraft farm, and this is a mega farm. Today we're going to be pushing Minecraft to its absolute limits as we're exploring Minecraft's largest, most efficient, mind-blowing mega farms ever created, and the last few are definitely going to blow you away. So drop a like as we visit this absolute crazy looking farm. This is a one-hit dragon slayer. Yep, you heard me right. This device allows us to eliminate Minecraft's main boss with one single arrow. And no, we don't need any sort of special enchantments or anything like that. This is completely vanilla Minecraft. The way it works is simple really. Well, maybe for Fallen Breath, the creator of this contraption, but to us mere mortals, it's a little confusing how this works. But all we need to know is that we can stand right here, shoot an arrow directly down, and the redstone system cleverly aligns the arrow to the correct location. As the redstone's working its magic, over here we have 12 different TNT duplication systems that are creating a whopping 240 TNT per shot. All this spawn TNT then aligns right on top of our arrow, supercharging it, blasting it directly down, piercing the dragon and terminating it in seconds. Isn't it glorious? Turns out the more power and force you can get behind an arrow, the more damage it can do. Who knew? Only Minecraft geniuses like the creator of this, I guess. And maybe you think that's it? Surely there can't be more. Well, Fallen Breath also created a respawning system too. Simply get 3 end crystals and place them around the portal, but the 4th one, place it 1 block away on top of some obsidian. Break the obsidian, then push the end crystal with a piston just like this. Fly up to the machine, stand right here and shoot an arrow straight down. Open this trapdoor and place your 5th end crystal right here, which will activate the dragon spawning sequence. And now we can marvel at one tiny arrow eliminating this big bad boss. And although this farm is epic, there's even more mind-boggling farms coming up that I can't wait to show you. Like this Guardian farm that doesn't look crazy, but what if I tell you this is actually Minecraft's fastest XP farm? Yep, around 180,000 XP per hour, which is equivalent to 217 levels. If you built this farm, you'd never have to think about levels ever again. But why is this Minecraft's fastest farm? Well, believe it or not, the amount of experience points you can absorb per second is capped at a certain amount, meaning that 180,000 XP is the maximum you can take in. This contraption was designed and created by the genius himself, Ian X04, and the design is actually relatively easy to build. Guardians are forcibly concentrated to spawn here in the ocean monument, and bubble columns instantly throw them up to this platform where they bob around into the nether portals, then get pushed back to the overworld into this kill chamber, and we can rake in all this XP. And after practicing myself, it seems you can AFK for hours without any lag at all. Ian X04 seems like such a great guy, so at the end of this video, check out his. He's got a complete tutorial so you can build this mega farm in your own Minecraft world. By the way, if you haven't already, please leave a like, subscribe and leave a nice comment so that even more people can see these amazing farms. Next up, we have what the Minecraft community calls the best Minecraft mob farm in existence. And after checking this one out, I don't think anyone will be able to compete with this one. This monstrosity of a machine is named the EOL, or End of Light. And get ready, this farm produces 6.5 million items per hour, which just simply sounds impossible. But wait till I get into how this farm actually works. This beast was created by I'm a MC, VK Tech and Victor 40, and it uses 2 technical features called light and update suppression. Update suppression allows you to break blocks without surrounding blocks being affected or updated. They use this to effectively remove obsidian blocks from nether portals, leaving just the portal, meaning mobs spawn and then instantly teleport to the kill chamber. Unfortunately, this won't work because the nether portal actually emits light, which is where light suppression comes from, and essentially prevents the portal from emitting light, forcing mob spawns, and with these two combined, create the most efficient farm to ever be created in Minecraft. If you want to learn more about light suppression, check out VTech's video. Another issue they faced is the ungodly amount of bats that spawn within this farm, and eventually crashed the game. So they actually had to come up with a bat switch that prevents that. This is history, my friends, and it's all down to these 3 legends. Speaking of history, this is the best spruce farm tree on the internet. This build was created by a floppy donkey, which surprises me because I didn't think donkeys actually had a high enough IQ to work all this redstone wizardry. This mega log farm produces around 460,000 logs per hour, meaning you'll essentially never have to chop down another tree again. This area uses pistons to push logs to the explosion chamber, whilst also removing the leaves we don't need anymore once the tree has sprouted. All the logs are transported into the blast chambers, where yet again the creator opted for duplicated TNT machines, which then transform our blocks to items. Then the water system carries our items to the storage area. What's even cooler about this is there's 10 TNT chambers all working simultaneously to collect as much wood as possible. Once again, all these farms will be linked in the description. Holy portal, how's this for a farm? This bad boy was made by Mango, who's a genius when it comes to creating farms, and this one uses piglins to go from level 0 to 30 in just 34 seconds, which is unbelievable. These huge portals spawn piglins from the nether, and instantly they try to reach the turtle egg to destroy it, but end up getting thrown into this pit here. Once we have enough piglins in all corners, which takes no time by the way, you can aggro them by throwing a snowball, and they'll all die in the hole extremely quickly due to entity cramming, meaning we can get up to 150,000 XP and roughly 1,800 golden ingots per hour. Crazy farm. But you may be thinking, realistically, how am I going to collect approximately 35,000 obsidian? Well boy, do I have the solution for you. This mega obsidian farm in Minecraft will just blow you away. This clever design, manufactured by Cubic Meter, collects 240,000 obsidian every hour. But how? Well, inside this structure holds not one, but 40 wither cages that blast and destroy obsidian from the end towers generated whenever the dragon is spawned. As soon as the obsidian is destroyed and collected, then the dragon respawn ritual is cancelled, as the end crystals used for resummoning are flushed away using this water piston pusher, which by the way I didn't even know was possible. After this, place a new end crystal and the new ritual starts, allowing the respawning of the tower, and you guessed it, even more obsidian. If this isn't enough obsidian for you, the creator actually made a 600,000 obsidian per hour version of this farm, so check that one out too. Clever stuff from Cubic Meter here. Wait till you see this next mega farm. Speaking of a farm with a blast behind it, this is the best creeper farm I could find on all of the internet, producing 160,000 gunpowder per hour, which is crazy. This farm is so efficient because of the huge perimeter built surrounding it, as overworld mobs can't spawn on bedrock, meaning all creepers are concentrated and forced to spawn inside this farm. Then they're teleported into the nether, where we get to reap the rewards. And because of this awesome storage system, all gunpowder is loaded into shulkers, then stored in chests, meaning we can get around 100,000 gunpowder in a double chest. Massive props to Ilmango and Kelp MC. These guys are killing it. Speaking of killing it, we have this crazy looking space station like building just floating around in the nether, and it was created by these 4 goated Minecrafters, and they named it Whisk Pro. This wither skeleton farm once again uses a perimeter, just like the last build, except this time they've had to remove the bedrock above and below, and because of this they get more wither skulls than they could ever need. 1,800 wither skulls per hour. Who really needs that many? Not me, that's for sure. But watching the redstone work in this build is just so impressive, and it surprisingly doesn't even use portals like most of the farms on this list. They managed to make it completely one-dimensional. It's also completely customizable, as you can switch this from just being a wither skeleton farm to also being a nether fortress farm. With every mega farm I showcase, I just get more and more amazed at the things you can actually achieve in Minecraft. Even this next farm, which is a stacking raid farm that came out just a few years ago. Cow King is the creator of this farm, and it's so interesting interesting trying to learn about all the different functioning parts of this raid farm. Not only does it produce almost 400,000 items per hour, but 200,000 of these items are emeralds. Those villagers back down on the floor are itching to trade with you, my guy. I think this farm's so cool how it's thought out. It shifts the raid center 96 blocks away from the player, allowing the player to quickly hit the pillager captain and get bad omen, and literally just start a new cycle. But what about the other annoying mobs within the raid? Well, Cow King has thought of this too. There's some floating vex traps next to the farm that instantly capture those, and a nether contraption that deletes the ravagers. And for all this loot, we need a really big storage system, which is why Cow King opted for 12 sorters and shulker box fillers. That was Mega Farm number 9, but I've actually saved one of my favourite ones till the end. But before we get there, please subscribe if you've enjoyed the video so far. We're trying to get to 30k subscribers by the end of February, and it would make me really happy. Last but definitely not least, we have this crazy looking iron farm that produces 100,000 items per hour. This huge farm looks like it took a very long time, but building it is actually not too complex. Originally, you simply have to build one of these sets like this, then simply build another 36 exact replicas around it, and you'll have iron golems dropping from the sky just like this, where they're pushed to the lava streams and melted into iron ingots for us. Which mega farm was your favourite? Let me know down below. I reply to every comment. For me, the end of light farm is pretty spectacular. Have a nice day and check out this video.